Excuse me while I bust this one out. I don't know where you are tonight. I'm out here in a firefight. But wherever you are, I hope you're safe behind the wire. That's from a song by John Schumann from an album, I believe it was on Borrowed Ground. I believe. I can see the album in my head and I think it's from Borrowed Ground. But the lyrics are for everyone out there who's in a firefight, and I hope you're safe behind the wire. My name's Bill Quinn from Overheard Productions, Bill the Gypsy, Bill and Ted, Daffodil Day Dip, and later this morning I'm going to be dipping myself into Moreton Bay, which is right there. This is for everybody who's out there in a firefight. I have been diagnosed this year with post-traumatic stress disorder. There you go. Who knew? I didn't, because I was told that by a doctor back in about April, I'm going to guess. I think it was March or April. Just 1 second while I do this. Yikes. And that's gone. And I'm going to dip myself. Yesterday morning, about 23 and a half hours ago, I jumped into a pool in Manly, Queensland, which is down that way. Same bay, different setting, different body of water. That water is probably pretty cold, I'm guessing. It's currently the Friday the 7th of August. Happy birthday to my daughter, who turns 31. No, wait a minute. 95. Yep, 31 today. Happy birthday, Erica, with a K. And Keith with a K, who I've spent a lot of time with in the last couple of weeks. 1 second. No, a bit dehydrated. Anybody who's out there having a firefight of their own, and there are so many that I know, I hope that you're well, and I hope you're safe behind the wire. About 15 minutes ago, call it 10 minutes ago, I stood on those shores and I busted out a song called Rag and Bone by the Wheeze and Suck Band, or more specifically written by Ian, open inverted commas, Pump, close inverted commas, McDonald, with an A, MacDonald. God, I hope I got that right, because I was calling him Ian with M without the A, without the C. Just get to the frickin' point. I met the Wheeze and Suck Band, Glory. I didn't know that they were the Wheeze and Suck Band, because I first met Tony Pizikowski on stage at the Turning Wave Festival, I'm going to guess 2007, and I gave them a quick introduction, and I busted out a pun. About the band name, Mothers of Intention. Rosie McDonald, Tony Pizikowski, Lainey, and Penny, and I'm sorry about the surnames, I've got them somewhere in the cerebral back catalogue in the filing cabinet. But after a while, when I know the Mothers of Intention and bought their albums and interviewed them on radio and done all these things, they said, oh yeah, Tony, he's in the Wheeze and Suck Band. As you know, what's the Wheeze and Suck Band? How can you not know the Wheeze and Suck Band? I thought you were in folk music. I am, but tell me about the Wheeze and Suck Band. And I went to the Illawarra Folk Festival. I went to the Heritage Hotel, and for the very first time, I stood by the side of the stage. I wasn't an MC, I was a punter, and I saw the Wheeze and Suck Band, and they were pumping out their latest album called Elsie Marley's Mates, and I bought a copy of Elsie Marley's Mates, and I played it and played it and played it on repeat all the way back, driving back from Bulli, Slacky Flat, back to Canberra, and I played it and I played it and played it. And I've had multiple copies of Elsie Marley's Mates, and they've all gone to gods. They've gone to friends, they've gone to compatriots, they've been left in bars, they've been lent to people who've then kept them. And when I finally turned around to Johnny Redtip's Milce, M-I-L-C-E, and said, can I get another copy? He said, mate, it's out of print, but I can send you the WAV files. And I have sung Rag and Bone it has been my joy, my healing, my sharing song, and I've left it with shanty groups in Canberra, in most recently, when was the last time I sang it? Fleurier Folk Festival, definitely in 2023, with the Water Runners, and they were doing, the guys from the Water Runners were doing a shanty session, and I said, look, it's sort of, I've made it up. I've sung Rag and Bone. Oh, I tell you where I've done it, at Clancy's Fish Pub in Fremantle, a couple of times, with the Lost Keys, Quays. I've sang it with them. I've sung it so many places with so many people. I've had crowds of up to a couple of hundred people doing the chorus. I've sat there in the bar at Clancy's Fish Pub and written down the lyrics from memory, and then I've written it out about 20 times and handed out song sheets and had people, I've had groups singing Rag and Bone. And you know what? There's not a lot of vision of it. There's not a lot of vision of it because typically I'm going around taking photos and videos and sharing it of other people because that's my jam. It's to lift other people up. I don't need to lift myself up. I mean, I do, but mostly I'm helping other people. But I have sung that song so many times. It has brought so much joy to so many people, and it's brought a lot of joy to me. And as I said just recently, about, well, we'll call it 15 minutes now because this bloody tape has been running for 7 minutes now. I have been down there on the shores as we're having lighting up here in a place called Scarborough. It is Scarborough fair because it is fair weather. Winds from the northeast at about 7 kilometres an hour. It's currently about 12 degrees centigrade, getting up to a top of 22. And and it's gusting from the south now. They might have swung around from the south. I've got to be on a plane later today. I tried to get a plane yesterday and that didn't quite work out, but that gave me the opportunity. And as I say, always thank your challenges and your challengers. And right now, I'm thanking the challengers in my life and the challenges, and the fact that I'm shivering a little bit now, so I'm sorry if the camera's shaking, but it is a bit cold. I'm going to watch the rest of this lighting up. You can watch the sun come up in your region. It might be dark at the moment, it might be light, it might be cloudy or misty, but wherever you are, and for all those people out there who are suffering, and I know that there are people who are suffering so much more than I am, and I never, ever, ever think that I've got it worse than any other man, woman, child, beast, or teddy bear. So I'm going to keep talking to the birds. I might talk with some random people who are walking past. I might meet some dogs. Oh, sorry, Ted. Here we go. That will be Ted. This is day glory. Let me work this out. It's the 32 plus 7. It's day 39. Of 50 days of Bill and Ted's perfectly excellent adventure, and we are going. I'm sorry about the high rising inflection. I am Australian, so I do sometimes do the inflection at the end of a sentence, and we are going to continue our adventures of every state and every mainland territory, and we're going to wind up in Canberra on the 19th of August, and then I think I'm going to sleep for about 3 weeks. My name's Bill Quinn from Overheard Productions, Bill the Gypsy, Bill Quinn, Australia, and Daffodil Day Dip. And I have done my first dip yesterday in Manly, and today I'm going to do my second one in Scarborough. From southeast Queensland, from Meanjin on, oh no, we're a different country. When I was in